inside, driving car number 13, expect gamer, Carson Masoner.
Outside of him, the green off the elected Tyler Clark.
Row number 3, driving car number 99, that is Jim Masoner Jr.
Outside of him, the 47 Dia John Schiff.
Hi, I'm Dennis Dunkel, and this is Marilyn Love here beside me. And we love to welcome everybody here to the People's Choice Races here at I-35 Speedway. So have fun tonight and enjoy the races.
Flag is out. Down the front straightaway will come race fans as we take them into one. Car number 30, Anthem, your early leader.
A good start by car number 30, Randy Anthem. Second place, here he comes, splitting the difference down the middle. Car number 6, Damon Clevenger, up to the lead.
And Clevenger be gone once he gets out there in that 56 Ford. Here he comes, race fans, high on the racetrack. Anthem not going away, looking on the inside. Clevenger at the line.
It was car number 6, Damon Clevenger, leading the way. Second place, car number 30, Randy Anthem. Third place belongs to the 24, Big Mike McDowell. And here comes Snedeker in car number 22.
Car number 22 seems to be the man on the move, but how about Big Mike McDowell hanging right in there at third spot. 56 Chevy in third. And down the front straightaway, yellow caution on the racetrack. Vicky Fleetheart goes around in car number 20. Again, that is Vicky Fleetheart, that car number 20, driving that Chevelle. As we're ready for green flag racing, coming through turn number 3 off of 4. Damon Clevenger, he's going to lead them down the front straightaway, that car number 6.
It's car number 6, Damon Clevenger, leading the way. Second place, the 30 of Randy Anthem Lowe. Third place in contention between the 24 of Big Mike McDowell and the 22 of Jim Snedeker. Snedeker with a good run, not much changing. Everybody's still chasing that car number 6 of Damon Clevenger.
Here comes Jim Clevenger, going to be looking on the inside. He is going to make it too wide back there as he's on the inside of Strong. Down the front straightaway will come race fast. That is Snedeker actually in the 22.
Off the track goes car number 7, Elmer Gerloff. Not much changing up front. Still your leader, car number 6 of Damon Clevenger. Second place, the 30 of Anthem. Third place, in contention with second, car number 24 of Big Mike McDowell.
Oh, McDowell feeling racy as he's on the inside of Anthem. Looks like he may have that second spot. Here's second place car, Big Mike McDowell in 24.
It's the 6 of Damon Clevenger setting the pace. Second to the 24 of Big Mike McDowell. Then comes the 30 of Randy Anthem. 76 of Jim Clevenger, and the 22 of Jim Snedeker. As around goes Big Mike McDowell. That's going to collect car number 30 of Anthem, and heavy contact, car number 20 of Mickey Fleetheart into the front of the 24 of Mike McDowell.
Looks like a whole lot of liquid coming out of that car number 30, or am I just seeing things, Al?
It does look like a whole bunch of liquid going down to the tail end of car number 30.
Mike, how of it together at the same time?
Like he said, they're all pretty close, fairly close together as far as the horsepower, the weight, everything like that. It's just little changes that they need to do here and there just to get them all a little bit more on an even playing ground.
Right, and they will. I'm sure they'll work it all out, because old Mickey, he could, how you say it, he could sell ice cubes to an Eskimo. You know, he's just that kind of guy. And we're glad to have him here with us tonight. Brings back a lot of fans coming off turn number 4, green flag in the air. Down the front straightaway, Chip Clevenger going to lead them. Damon Clevenger going to lead them into one.
It's Damon Clevenger with the lead. Jim Snedeker right there in second. Here comes Jim Clevenger in car number 76. Mickey Fleetheart in the mix in car number 20. Everybody chasing that 6 of Clevenger. Look at the run the 22 of Snedeker gets.
Oh, Snedeker got a well of a run. He is going to be challenged for that lead next time by us. The white flag comes out one more time around.
Your new leader, car number 22, Jim Snedeker, takes the lead with the white flag showing. Going through turns number 1 and 2. Your race leader coming down the front, back straight away, the 22, Jim Snedeker. Take us home, Pops.
Coming through turn number 3, he's going to be coming on turn number 4. Jim Snedeker made the move. He is going to pick up the checkered flag. Let's give him a big round of applause. You'll finish your winner, Jim Snedeker.
Second place goes to car number 6 of Damon Clevenger. Third place, car number 76 of Jim Clevenger. And rounding out your field, car number 20 of Mickey Fleetheart.
Second row inside. Here we go, race fans. Lights are out. Green flag down the front straightaway. And green is go. By the flag says we take them into turn number 1.
With him on the inside, Asher on the high side. Asher with a good run right in the middle of turns number 1 and 2. He's going to lead the way going out in the back straightaway with him in second. Race for third between Mulek and Bailey.
Here comes Kent Bailey in that spot. Here comes Mulek. She's going to try to thread the needles. We're wheeled with. Oh, and Bailey really out of shape up against the wall. Bailey, heavy contact as we're stacking them up. Bailey gets out of shape from the front straightaway, and man, do we ever stack them up. Heavy contact race fast.
Asher out front, all by himself. Inside, row number 2, the 26, Anthony Witham. Outside of him, car number 90 of Ali Mulek.
Oh, Mitch Buller going through. Drives that 22 big car. Here we go, race fan.
Delaware restart. Only the leader out front.
Oh, well, I didn't.
Close enough. Here we come down the front straightaway, race fast. Jeremiah Asher with a big lead as he goes into turn number 1.
Jeremiah Asher with the lead. Anthony Witham in second. 90 of Allie Mulick right there in the mix. She's on the inside of Witham. Here comes Corey Myers in the mix. Austin Bozak filling racy with the Jordan Dawson in hot pursuit.
Here comes Mulick, going to be looking on the inside of Witham as they come down the front straightaway. She has got the preferred line with the way up the racetrack. New second place contender, Allie Mulick.
It's O2XA Jeremiah Asher out front by about a half a lap lead. It had a half a straightaway lead over the 90 Allie Mulick. Then comes the 26 Anthony Witham. Corey Myers right there in fourth. He's got company with Austin Bozak in car number 14.
Look at that 14-year-old coming to the front. Austin Bozak, he's looking on the inside, but Myers takes over that spot as he's your fourth place contender in the 1.
It's still Asher leading the way. Mulick in second. Anthony Witham in third, Corey Myers in fourth, Austin Bozak rounding out your top 5. Here comes Anthony Asher right there behind him in 20X.
Jeremiah Asher just checking out and going in that O2XA. Bowler Motorsports Lake Road Warehouse Firehouse Designs out front pulling away.
It's Jeremiah Asher leading the way. Second place, the 90 of Allie Mulick. Third place, 26 of Anthony Witham. And then comes Corey Myers, Austin Bozak, Anthony Asher, Jordan Dawson, Kalen Peterman, and then the good-looking one, Daniel Harrison, car number 319.
Racing all over the track. Race fans, we got Peterman and Harris side by side. Down the straightaway they come. Harris on the inside, Peterman on the outside there, wheel to wheel. Give it to Peterman as a line.
It's still the O2XA. Jeremiah Asher leading the way. He's getting cross flags halfway through this feature for your race leader, car number O2XA, Jeremiah Asher. Battle on the racetrack for that second place position between the 90 of Allie Mulick and the 26 of Anthony Witham. Here comes Corey Myers to stick his nose in the mix as well.
Whoa.
And around goes car number 26 of Anthony Witham.
This team's fun.
He does knock his block off. And 15 gets in the back of car number 26, and around goes Witham. We'll see how it all shakes out. We do know that's the way we're going to start them this time. They didn't seem to want to play very pretty double file, so single file will go down the front straightaway. Good start for Asher, but here comes Mulick in that second spot. And look at the new third place car, the 14 of Austin Bozak.
So it's O2XA, Jeremiah Asher leading the way. 90 Allie Mulick in the mix. Here comes Anthony Asher using that high side. Going down the back straightaway. It's father and son in 1 and 2.
Here we come, race fans. Anthony Asher has found something on that high side. Here he comes by Mulick. New second place car. Anthony Asher does a yellow flag caution on the racetrack as we have stacked them up down in turn number 3 and 4.
03K of Kalen Peterman, cross-threaded, looking the wrong way in a one-way. Also collected the 99C of Chet Yates.
Two of our young drivers coming into that class this year as she has issues down there in the 03K as she is facing the wrong way on the racetrack. Also advanced through turn number 3. Where's Asher going to start them at? We got Asher running 1 and 2. Down the front straightaway we come wheel to wheel, bumper to bumper, by the flag stand into 1.
Jeremiah with the lead, Anthony in second. Both Ashers running 1 and 2. Different lines, one low, one high. Allie Mulick right there in third. Here comes Austin Bozak. 319 of Daniel Harris in the race for 5th with the J90 of Jordan Dawson.
Daniel Harris feeling racy as he's got that 3.9 wound up on the inside, looking good. Him and Jordan Dawson battling it out for that position, but up front, you got the battling Ashers up front. O2X and the 20X, father and son for 1 and 2.
O2XA, Jeremiah Asher leading the way. 20X of Anthony Asher right there in second. Derek Carney filling racy as he's right there in 6th. Taking the white flag one more time around for your race leader, the O2XA of Jeremiah Asher. Does son Anthony Asher have anything to offer him? Going down the back straightaway, running 1 and 2. It's both Ashers going into 3 and 4. Take us home, Pops.
Here we come, race fans. Through turn number 3, coming off turn number 4. Looks like it's going to be father Jeremiah Asher picking up the checkered flag.
Second place goes to the 20X of Anthony Asher. Third place, the 90 of Allie Mulick. Fourth place goes to the 14 of Austin Bozak. And rounding out your top 5, car number 319, the good-looking one, Daniel Harris.
Great run for him here tonight in the 319 car. Good run for Daniel. Great race fans. Let's give all these E-Mod drivers a big round of applause for a great show here tonight. But your winner, driving O2XJ, that is Jeremiah Asher. Again, I'd like to wish a happy anniversary to Victoria and Steven Scruggs. 8 years old, spending their anniversary with us. Glad to have them here with us tonight. Here we come down the front straightaway, race fans side by side, wheel to wheel. Old big dog Donnie Brown gonna lead them into 1.
That's the big dog. Heat on the high side. Car number 26, Donnie Brown lead the way. Austin Johnson, the sensation on the inside, side by side, going down the back straightaway with the first 4 rows still side by side.
Wheel to wheel, side by side. Good field of Grand Nationals for us tonight as Johnson slips up in front of the 26 of Brown. He is your new leader at the line.
Man on the move, keep an eye on him. That 42T of Tim Shields, he's coming to the front in a hurry. He's running third. Everybody chasing the 98, the sensation, Austin Johnson.
Look at the 55 of Tim Eaton bringing that car to the front. He is all the way up to that fourth spot looking for more. Can he take third down the front straightaway?
He gets into that third position. Car number 98, Austin Johnson, your leader. Second place, the 26 of Donnie Brown. Third place just went around. That was car number 55 of Dale Eaton as he gets high-centered on the tractor tire.
Got just a little bit hot and heavy as he went through turn number 2. Could not hold that race car, and around he goes. Unassisted. Oh, Shields fast about anywhere on the racetrack. Here we go, race fast. Green flag in the air, foot to the floor, down the front straightaway into turn number 1.
It's Austin Johnson leading the way in car number 98. 26 of Donnie Brown right there on the inside. High of him is 42T of Tim Shields. Shields gets a good run down the back straightaway. He's going to edge in front of the 26, right behind the 98 of Austin Johnson.
He run out of room. All he can do is he's going to try to thread the needle down the front straightaway as we are wheel to wheel. Second place car, 42T of Tim Shields.
So it's the 98 leading the way. Second place goes to the 42T of Tim Shields. Then comes the 26 of Donnie Brown, the 12C of John Cruz, 97 of Houston Johnson. Then comes Wamba, then Bud, then Dale, and rounding out your field, the 9P of Big and Marty Powell.
How about Cruz doing a good job in that 4th spot, but here comes the 54 of Buzz Castor as he is moving toward the front. And speaking up front, we still got that battle raging for the lead.
It's all Austin Johnson at the moment, but he's got company. That 42T, the Dark Knight of Tim Shields, coming in a hurry. He's going to cut the corner early, drifted up right behind the 98 of Austin Johnson. Now cut the corner late, trying to drag race down the front straightaway. It's still Austin Johnson, but Tim Shields in hot pursuit.
Don't count out that 26 of Big Dog Brown as he is right there in that 3rd spot looking for more. He is underneath Shields coming off turn number 2, but Shields able to hang on to second.
Again, Shields gets a good run going down the back straightaway. He's on the inside of the 98 of Austin Johnson. Here comes Donnie Brown with a good run on the inside. Side by side going down the front straightaway. It's still Austin Johnson at the line by a bumper. Cross flags mean halfway through. Austin Johnson with a good high side run. Shields on them in the inside going down the back straightaway.
Shields doing everything he can, but the man on the move, I'm keeping an eye on that car number 54, Buzz Castor, moving toward the front as he is all the way up to the 4th spot now. The race fans up front, we still got the battle raging. Shields right there in that 2nd spot, all over the back bumper of the 98 of Johnson.
Shields on the inside, Austin Johnson on the high side, Donnie Brown in hot pursuit right there in 3rd. Buzz Castor up to 4th. Battle on the racetrack for 5th place between the 12C of Cruz and the 97 of Houston Johnson. But back up front, it's Austin Johnson still leading the way with Tim Shields right behind him.
It's Tim Shields just playing the waiting game. Has he showed everything he got already on the racetrack, or is he just laying there in the weeds waiting? Who knows as the laps start winding down? Austin Johnson, your leader.
Austin Johnson still with the lead. Tim Shields in second, but he's got company with the 26 of Donnie Brown. Man on the move, car number 54, Wamba. Buzz Castor sits in 4th, inching his way to the front.
All the way up to that 4th position from the back as we got the 9P of Marty Powell pulling that car on the infield. His night is done.
It's 98 of Austin Johnson leading the way. Tim Shields with a good run on the high side, going to cut the corner off of turn number 4. Good run down the front straightaway. Austin Johnson about a car length lead over the 42T of Tim Shields.
Tim Shields doing everything he can. He gets right on that back bumper. He closes in as Austin Johnson extremely loose up against the wall, but gathers it back up. Here comes Shields again, way up the racetrack. He's going to cut the corner. White flag in the air. One more time around.
One more time around for your race leader, car number 98 of Austin Johnson. Does the 42T of Tim Shields have anything to offer him? He's right in the middle of the track. Good run down the back straightaway. It's Austin Johnson with the lead. Tim Shields in second. Take us home, Pops.
We're going to be wheel to wheels. We come to the line, race fans. Who is it going to be? Tim Shields on the outside, Austin Johnson on the inside. Here we come down the front straightaway. Austin Johnson at the line.
Second place goes to the 42T of Tim Shields. Third place, the 26 of Donnie Brown. Fourth place, the 54 of Buzz Castor. And rounding out your top 5, car number 12C of John Cruz.
Good racing action up front in this Grand National class. Good field of cars on the racetrack. One caution. All we had in this feature. Great race for these guys. And your winner, car number 98, the sensation, Austin Johnson.
Able to make the call, 47C of John Chip.
Here we come, race fans, off of turn number 4, side by side, wheel to wheel. We got 2 of the best in the business in our hobby stock class up front. As they're side by side, wheel to wheel, we go into 1.
Mick Ross on the inside. Greg Gilbert on the high side. Ross going to use that inside to his advantage. Going to go down the back straightaway with a little bit of help from Greg Gilbert, helping him along the way. 34, Mick Ross leading. 23G, Greg Gilbert in second. Here comes Connor Masoner in the 47X. Carson Masoner, a little bit of trouble. The Green Ox running third. Sparks flying between the 2 leaders.
Why don't we just mix it up a little up front? Rubbins Racing, we got the Clancy, Hobby Stock going at it wheel to wheel, side by side, down the back straightaway. Who's it gonna be? Gilbert by nose as we go through turn number 3. Coming off turn number 4. Ross on the inside, Gilbert on the outside, down the front straightaway.
It's Gilbert at the line by a bumper. 23G edged him at the line. High side prevailed, going through turns number 1 and 2. Again, Gilbert with a good run down the back straightaway. It's Ross on the inside, Gilbert on the high side. Might as well just stay this way the whole race.
Let's just run side by side all the way through with the green ox honking his horn behind him, won't by. Here we come down the front straightaway. Give it to Ross at the line that time.
It was Mick Ross at the line in car number 34 leading the way. Second place to the 23G of Greg Gilbert. Third place, the green ox, the OX of Tyler Clark with a 47X of Connor Masoner in the mix. Carson Masoner in the 13X rounding out your top 5.
Best of friends up our racing 1 and 2, but they ain't afraid to mix it up on the racetrack. Two of the best in the business. Here we come, race fans. Ross at the line. It's Gilbert looking on the inside.
So we might as well just switch where we're running on the track. Ross on the high side, Gilbert on the inside, side by side. Gilbert slips a little bit. That's going to open the door for the 34 Ross to extend his lead going into 3 and 4.
Coming off turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Ross, he got about a half a car length to 2 car length lead down the front straightaway. Pulling out just a little bit. Creative Image in the lead.
It's DX Racing's up front, 34 Mick Ross, second place 23G and Greg Gilbert. Then comes the green ox of Tyler Clark. 47X Connor Mason, a little bit of struggle off turn number 2. That's going to open the door for younger brother 13X of Carson Masoner, who rounds out the top 5.
Here we come, race fans, down the front straightaway. It's Gilbert just waiting the amount of chargers. He's showing all he's got. Up front, car number 34 of Mick Ross. He is your leader down the back straightaway.
It's all Ross at the moment by about a 3-4 car length lead over the 23G and Greg Gilbert. Gilbert with an extended lead over the green ox. Tyler Clark, who sits in third with the Masoner brothers right behind him. Off of turn number 4, taking the white flag this time by your race leader, car number 34 of Mick Ross. Greg Gilbert in hot pursuit, slinging it through turns number 1 and 2. Going to try to cut into his lead just a little bit, going down the back straightaway. Battle for third in that end back there. Take us home, Pops.
Here we come, race fans, through turn number 3. Who's it going to be at the line? Mick Ross. Is he going to pick it up? Looking at the checkered flag, car number 34 of Mick Ross.
Second place to the 23G of Greg Gilbert. Third place to the green ox, Tyler Clark. Fourth place, 47X Connor Masoner. Rounding out your top 5, 13X Carson Masoner.
Race fans, let's give them a big round of applause. Green, the white, the checkered, your hobby stock class. Again, car number 34. How about him and Gilbert mixing it up a little out there on the track? Good, hard racing side by side, wheel to wheel. Move number 4. And down the front straightaway, side by side, wheel to wheel. We're racing USRA B modifieds. In the turn number 1. Early leader going to be car number 21 of Chad Clancy as he is out front. 44 Carlisle in second. Here comes the 17X of Baker. Clint Baker with a good line on the high side. Carlisle in that second spot, but Baker going to take the high side. Baker, your second place car to line. Through turn number 2, down the back straightaway, Clancy's going to lead him, but don't count out Baker as he runs in that second spot. Another car on the move, driving that car number 32, Jeremy Pitzenberger, making his presence felt as he looks to the inside of Carlisle. Carlisle in the 44, hanging in there in third, but it looks like Pitzenberger's got the preferred line. Carlisle hanging on the third. Mr. Excitement, Jim Cameron coming to the front. How about Miller hanging right there in that 6th spot, but up front. Oh, car number 21, a smooth Chad Clancy. In the turn number 1, coming off turn number 2. Chad Clancy's going to lead them, but that lead's starting to go away. 17X of Baker running right there in that 2nd spot, hanging in there. Doing everything he can do to try to run down Clancy. Can't seem to gain a whole lot. But up front now, car number 21, Seal, smooth Chad Clancy. Westfall GMC on the side of that race car, Adam Dean Concrete pumping as he is your leader. And car number 49 dances, squirms around a little bit down there in the dirt, gathers it back up. Green flag staying on the racetrack. Patrick Royalty with a little bit of trouble, but he gets back out on the racetrack. Green flag staying in the air. 32P of Jeremy Pitzenberger, he plows in the infield. Yellow caution on the racetrack. Car number 38 of Nick Bennett, sitting sideways in turn number 4.
Okay, so then after that, it goes left.
Watch 32P.
Drivers, when we're under.
3 off of turn number 4. Baker going to be looking on the inside as we come down the front straightaway. Clancy with the early lead. Here comes Baker on the inside. As we go through turn number 1, off of turn number 2. Good run by Clancy on the high side, but here comes Baker. Pitzenberger with a good run, moving Carlisle back, and here comes Cameron. Cameron trying to crack into that top four as he runs the 96C. Down the front straightaway, Clancy hanging on to it, but here comes Baker, the 17X, with another impressive run. Right on the back deck, led to the 21 of Clancy's will go down the back straightaway. Racing all over the track as they're 2, 3, and 4 wide all the way through the pack. Steve Starmer trying to come through. You got Walker on the inside, you got Starmer on the inside, and you got the 211 Eaton on the high side, but up front, battle going to rage for that lead. Baker way up the racetrack, maybe not quite as high as he meant to go, losing a little bit of ground on the 21C of Clancy. Clancy coming off turn number 4, down the front straightaway he comes. Baker closes back in. Baker seems to have 3 and 4 a little better than Clancy, and 1 and 2 Clancy is a little better off. Jeremy Pittsburgher in that 32P with a good run as he hangs on to the 3rd spot. Troy Carlisle on the 44-4. Carlisle looking back on the inside of Pittsburgher. Down the front straightaway. Closing right back up on the back bumper again. Car number 17X of Baker. Baker on the inside. Clancy on the outside brings that car to the bottom of the track as the race is for 3rd and 4th. 32P of Pittsburgher, he's on the high side. Carlisle on the inside. As Baker looks like he may have slowed a little bit through turn number 3 and 4. Gathers it back up. Green flag stays on the racetrack. 10 laps in the book. Race fans, 10 laps in the book as they're starting to wind down. Clancy, can he lead every lap? He started on the front row, not willing to look back. As here comes Carlisle as he is right in against a lot of pressure as he puts it on the 17X. Baker hangs on the second. Here comes Pittsburgh. Yellow caution on the racetrack. As we got them stacked up down there. Is that Starmer?
No.
Not Starmer.
Price.
Read me the 3 numbers of those cars down there.
38, 11.
The 11P of Jeremy. Chad Clancy starting them fast as he comes through turn number 3 off of turn number 4. Green flag waving as we take them into turn number 1.
Carlisle got to the wall.
Not a good start for Carlisle as we are racking them and stacking them down there in turn number 1 and 2. It looks like everybody got it straightened out. Look at old Patrick Royalty as he hangs that 49 in there. He is all over the back bumper of the car, and around goes Miller. Yells it back up. Green flag staying on the racetrack. Look at Pittsburgher mounting that high side charge. He's going to be right up on the back bumper. The 17X could not make the pass. We got racing side by side, wheel to wheel, all the way through the pack. Here comes Cameron. He is going to be looking on the inside, but outside. Here comes Pittsburgher with a crossover move. And around goes Bozak, and it looks like 222 of Chris. He ain't nothing but dangerous. Bozak. That's a light strap. Green flag as we come down the front straightaway. Good start for car number 21C of Clancy. Into turn number 1 we go, race fans. Clancy on the inside. Here comes Baker, but look at the run. The 32P's got great run for Pittsburgher on the high side. Jeremy Pittsburgher takes it way up the racetrack. Here comes Baker back as Haynes really on the high line. Going to back up just a little bit as the white flag comes out. One more time around. Down the back straightaway for Clancy. Pittsburgher in second. Baker in third. Look at Haynes. Nick Haynes going to take over that 4th spot as we're wheel to wheel. Give him the checkered flag. Chad Clancy, car number 21C. Second place, 32P of Jeremy Pittsburgher. Third was Baker, right?
Hang on.
3rd place, car number 17X of Clint Baker. 4th, 96C of Jim Cameron. And 5th, the wild child, the 9H of Nick Haynes. Race fans, let's give all these B-Mods a big round of applause as they put on a good show for us here tonight at I-35 Speedway. We have one car.
Flag racing, USRA stock car feature event.
Hollywood on the inside. Thunder Chicken on the outside. Here we come, race fans. Down the front straightaway, wheel to wheel, door to door, side by side. Look at the start, just 77 got it. He takes them into 1.
Great start by Hollywood Dean Ray, car number 77. Thomas Roberts in the 65X on the inside. Racing Jason Esses in the 99.7 on the high side. Big Jeff Dixon right there in car number 88 in 4th. And the fireman, John Buller Jr., running 5th.
Trying to run down that fast Mopar of the 77. Here come Estes on the inside. Hollywood on the outside. Dean Ray leading lap number 1.
It was Hollywood Dean Ray lead that time by 99.7. Racing Jason Estes right there in second. 65 exit Thomas Roberts in third. Race for fourth place on the racetrack between car number 88 of Big Jeff Dixon and the 20X of John Bowler Jr.
John Bowler, the fireman, flexing that muscles. He is on the inside of Dixon. Down the front straight we come. Still leading the way, the 77 of Dean Ray.
It's still Dean Ray leading the way. So yellow flag out on the racetrack. Yellow flag out on the racetrack.
Got one turned around down here in turn number 4.
Number 8, Nathan Carter.
Nathan Carter in car number 8 turned it around down here coming off turn number 4, bringing out the yellow flag. Coming off turn number 4, here comes Dean Ray on it early in turn number 3. Got her up on 3 wheels down the front straightaway, taking them into 1.
Going into turn number 1, score number 77 of Hollywood, Dean Ray out front. Second row, inside finds racing Jason Estes, but high side going to prevail. Going down the back straightaway, drag racing. Thomas Roberts on the high side. Big Jeff Dixon honking, won by the both of them.
Jeff Dixon got that yellow number 88 on the move. Down the front straightaway we come side by side, wheel to wheel. 3 wide, back through the pack.
Back through the pack, but up front. The 77 of Hollywood, Dean Ray leading the way, about 2-3 car length lead over the 99.7 of racing Jason Estes. Up to third, the 20X of John Bowler Jr. Then comes the 65X of Thomas Roberts, and rounding out your top 5, the 88 of Big Jeff Dixon.
You talk about a good smooth racing service. These guys are getting it done out here tonight in this stock class. What a job by them with the 77. Dean Ray, Hollywood up front.
Hollywood up front, Thunder Chicken in second. Then comes a fireman, a train, and Big Jeff Dixon rounding out the top 5.
John Bowler up there in that third spot. The fireman making his presence felt. He has found something on that car. Maybe that article on him perked him up a little this week.
Nate Barnes, a little bit of difficulty back there through the pack. Also, Adam Swearingen in the 74S having a little bit of trouble. But up front, it's all Hollywood. Then Estes, then Bowler, followed by Roberts and Dixon rounding out your top 5.
This race is far from over, fans, as we got them battling up front. Here comes Estes looking on the inside, and here comes John Bowler Jr.
Mopar Power leading the way, being chased by Thunder Chicken. Mopar slips a little bit. Here comes the Ford on the inside. A little bit of contact between the 88 and the 65X of Thomas Roberts as Billy Hoover up to fourth. Meanwhile, back up front, it's the 99.7 of Estes on the inside. Hollywood Dean Ray, new leader at the line, the 99.7 of racing Jason Estes.
I told you it wasn't over yet. It ain't never over till it's over with these guys. Here comes Ray back on the outside. Estes on the inside. Here comes John Bowler Jr. Bowler hanging right in there at car number 20X as we come off turn number 4.
Estes bobbled one time in the exit of turn number 4. That's all Ray needed to capitalize. He's back up front. 77 Hollywood Dean Ray on the high side. 99.7 of racing Jason Estes on the inside. Drag racing down the back straightaway with John Bowler Jr. in tow.
How is that racing race fans and throw a blanket over the top 3? Here we come down the front straightaway. Ray still going to lead them, but Estes not going away.
Your rundown is 77 of Dean Ray in first. Second is the 99.7 of racing Jason Estes. Third, the 20X of John Bowler Jr. Then comes the 21H of Billy Hoover, followed by the 88 of Big Jeff Dixon, rounding out your top 5.
Going to be dealing with lap traffic real soon as they come down the front straightaway. Problems with car number 29 of Barnes as he gathers it back up. But up front, car number 77, but here comes Estes, not giving up.
It's car number 77 of Hollywood Dean Ray leading the way. A little bit of trouble for the 88 of Big Jeff Dixon in turns number 1 and 2. He went a little high, gathers it back up. We stay green flag racing with the leaders going to be dealing with lap traffic.
One mistake's all it's going to take. And Dean Ray is up front in that 77 Mopar Power, Ford Power right behind him in the 99.7. Then comes the Chevy of John Bowler Jr.
It's the 77 of Ray leading the way. Then comes the 99.7 of racing Jason Estes. It's Holden Schultz. Stays out of harm's way. He's up high. Everybody else down low. Lap traffic, not a problem going down the front straightaway. It's all Hollywood Dean Ray going into turns number 1 and 2.
Coming off turn number 2, Dean Ray, he is still your leader. We still got a battle raging. Here comes John Bowler. Great run for the fireman tonight as he is looking to pass the 99.7. Couldn't get it done that time as we are side by side. Look at Hoover on the high side. Dixon on the low side, coming off 4.
It's Dixon low, Hoover high. Hoover going to maintain that 4th position. Up front, it's 77 of Ray, followed by the 99.7 of Estes. Then comes the 20X of Bowler, 21H of Hoover, 88 of Dixon, as Hollywood Dean Ray circles through turns number 3 and 4. Looking at the white flag this time by, it's Hollywood Dean Ray by about 2-3 car length lead over the 99.7 of racing Jason Estes, slinging it through turns number 1 and 2. He's got 2 corners and a straightaway and a half to go. Your leader, 77 of Hollywood Dean Ray. Pops, take us home.
If Estes is going to do it, it's got to be now. Here comes Ray on the inside of lap traffic. He's going to be looking at the checkered flag. Let's give him a round of applause. Your winner, the 77, Hollywood Dean Ray.
Second place goes to the 99.7 27 of Racing Jason Estes. Third place to the 20X of John Bowler Jr. Fourth place, how about the run by the 21H of Billy Hoover? And rounding out your top 5, car number 88, Horn Me Baby, Big Jeff Dixon.
Great racing action is always in this stock class. Mopar, Ford, Chevy. 1, 2, 3. Let's give a hats off to Michelle. She must have worked on that car a lot this week. Old Billy Hoover up there in the front running. But up front, picking up that feature win tonight, driving car number 77. Let's give him a round of applause. Hollywood Dean Ray. Fast ones up front. We got some fast. Matter of fact, they're all fast. Let's forget about some fast. All are fast out here on the racetrack as we're ready for green flag racing. Sanders on the inside, the Shark on the outside. Here we come, race fans, off of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, Sanders with the early start. Leading them into turn number 1.
It's Zach Sanders on the high side. Here comes the reflection of perfection. Corey Ray up to that second spot position. Moving the 34 Chapman back to third.
You couldn't have slid a piece of paper between car number 34 Chapman and the 69 Corey Ray. We got a battle for the lead as Zach Sanders going to lead them into 1.
It's Zach Sanders with the lead. Corey Ray in second. Here comes the 11 of Darren Shaw up to that third place position.
Chapman starting to slip back a little. Look at Sam Florence as he is up to that 5th spot. Good run for the 42. Just brag on him, he slips up the racetrack, loses a couple of positions, gathers it back up, green flag, stay on the track. But up front, we got a battle for that second spot. That's Corey Ray in the 69 second, but here comes Darren Shaw in that 11. The old reflection of perfection, trying to run down Sanders as he is doing everything he can, but Sanders hanging on the lead, by the flag stand into 1.
Into turn number 1, it's still Zach Sanders with the preferred line. 69 of Corey Ray right there behind him. Here comes the 11 of Darren Shaw, 34 of Chapman, and the 77 of Bowers rounding out your top 5 as Bubba Harvey off the pace.
Tough break for car number 3 of Bubba Harvey as he pulls it in the infield. Looks like his night is over. Also pulled off the racetrack, car number 10 of Billings, I think, is pulling that car into the infield. 10B of Gary Billings, looks like his night is over, but up front, car number 69, the old Zach Attack, Zach Sanders, last year's track champion. He is trying to finish the deal tonight. Can he lead every lap starting on the inside of road number 1? The battle is for that second spot. Shaw on the inside, 69 of Sanders on the outside, Corey Ray on the outside. Through turn number 3, coming off turn number 4, down the front straightaway we come. Shaw going to mount another charge. While he's doing that, Sanders, he is bouncing around, but right up against the wall goes Sanders. Problem for the 69. That's going to let, as we got 2 more off the pace. Car number 42 in the infield. Yellow, caution on the racetrack. The Rocket, Ryan Schaefer, the R21, he is up against the wall to the arrival line sign over there. Problems with car number R21 of Ryan Schaefer. Bringing out the caution onto the racetrack. Zach Sanders on the gas, coming off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Good start. Corey Ray not fooling as he settles into that second spot. Off of turn number 1, down the backstretch off of turn number 2. Zach Sanders with a good run as he is way out front. But here comes Darren Shaw, not willing to give it up. Look at Bowers in that 77 as he is sticking a peak on the inside. Stephen Bowers in the 77, great run for him. Darren Shaw in the 3rd spot in number 11 as he has got the high line working. Down the back straightaway we go. It's yellow, caution on the racetrack. John Hansen, car number 2H, he loops it down to return number 4. Yellow, caution coming out on the racetrack. To go, 6 down. Here we go, race fans. Lights are out. We're going back green flag racing as we get them racked and restacked. Here we go, coming through turn number 3. Zach Sanders going to be on the gas. Where's he going to start him? Coming off turn number 4. Foot all the way to the radiators. We go with a flag stand into turn number 1. Coming off turn number 2. Good turn for Sanders as he has got that car hooked up, working on the rail. Look at Bowers in the 69 in of Corey Ray as they're side by side, wheel to wheel. But Bowers gets it up on the berm. Maybe it's a little bit too high. Goes way back, all the way from second spot to the back of the pack. Tough break for him down there in turn number 4. 69 in of Corey Ray. He's going to fall in that second spot. Here comes Darren Shaw in the 3rd, but looking for more as he runs right up on the back bumper of that car number 69 of Ray. Chapman going to be looking on the inside as we're racing side by side, wheel to wheel, all the way through the pack. How do you say it? Where did he come from? Car number 29 of Dennis Elliott from the 11th row inside, all the way the top 5. Darren Shaw with a good run. Him and Corey Ray, wheel to wheel, side by side, through turn number 1, coming off turn number 2. Here comes Ray back on the underside, doing the crossover move to perfection as those two guys are veterans of this sport. Wheel to wheel, side by side. Shaw on the high side, Ray on the inside. The battle is for second spot. Corey Ray off the pace. Corey Ray into the infield. Tough break for the 69 in. That's a good driver to get out of. Again, Corey Ray, he will watch the rest of this one. New second place car. Car number 11 of Darren Shaw. Down the front straightaway, but he's got company. Big Daddy coming to the front in that car number 29. Chapman in that third spot. Here comes Elliott. I think we're going to make them 3 wide.
92.
Coming through turn number 3. Car number 92 of Tyler Grooms off the pace and into the infield. Side by side, wheel to wheel for that second spot. Shaw in the middle of the track. Chapman on the inside. Here comes Elliott with a run on Chapman. He's got that high side working to perfection. Darren Shaw in second. Here comes Big Daddy Dennis Elliott. Chapman still on the inside. Looked like Chapman may have had third in the line that time. Up front, Zach Sanders said, "This is my house, boys. Y'all sit back here and play all y'all want to. I'm going to walk away with this, and that's the last winding down. 13 in the book. 14 that time by." Again, race fans, car number 11 of Darren Shaw. What a good, as 69 gets way up against the wall. Better be glad he had that big a lead, race fans, because he just about lost her over in turn number 2. Yells it back up, stays out front. One more good racing surface here tonight at I-35 Speedway. It's what racing we got all over the track. Looking back through it, everybody racing wheel to wheel, side by side. How about Derek Hicks? Derek Hicks all the way up to that 5th spot in car number 78. What a good run he's got. Dennis Elliott looking on the inside of Chapman again. Not able to get it done that time by. Shaw hanging on to that second spot. Here comes Chapman looking on the inside. That's going to open the door for Elliott. Big Daddy looking on the inside. Could not take advantage of it. But up front, car number 69 of Zach Sanders. 18 already. Race fans coming through turn number 3, coming off turn number 4. Zach Sanders, your leader. Dealing with lap traffic to perfection. Here comes Dennis Elliott looking on the inside of Chapman again. Elliott that time at the line in 3rd spot. White flag in the air. One more time around. Going to be coming to the checkered flag this time by. Give him the win. Car number 69, Zach Sanders. Second place, car number 11 of Darren Shaw. Third, car number 34 of Mark Chapman. Fourth, the 29 of Big Daddy Dennis Elliott.
77.
Car number 77. Kyle Covert rounding out your top 5. Race fans, let's give all these modified drivers a big round of applause. Great racing action from top to finish. And picking up the win, driving car number 69, Zach Sanders.